Hello, all you beautiful people, and welcome to or welcome back to the Voice of Reality, a podcast. As always, I'm so grateful to have you here today and, of course, tuning in with me. Today, we are doing a mini blitz podcast, and these are always so much fun and just a little bit different. Today, we deep dive into a specific topic and just get right into it. We are going to be chatting about morning routines and also how to actually create or implement changes into your own morning routine to make it more positive and, of course, more productive. This is going to be so helpful and so important. I hope you can take at least one thing from this episode to help you as you move forward. For me, my morning routine literally changed my life, changed how I viewed the day, how I worked, how productive I was, and just how I looked at things. I used to get up and just wing everything. This left me so uneasy for the day ahead and just feeling on edge. I used to do all the wrong things first and be filled with anxious thoughts and feelings before I even stepped foot out of bed. To me, your morning routine is the number one element to your success, as it is what sets the tone for the entire day, and every day accumulates to those goals and to the person you wish to be. So let's get into it. Some of these things truly, and I don't say this lightly, but truly changed my life, my perspective, and how every day goes for me now. I honestly think your morning routine is the most important part of your day, and setting yourself up for success as you go into the day ahead is extremely vital. Think of it like this. If you wake up late, rushed, and flustered, do you really think you're putting the best foot forward for the day ahead? Or if you just hate mornings and dread them? What if we can create a morning routine or incorporate something small in that could change this for you and that can have you starting the day on the strongest foot forward? How to create a strong morning routine. I want you to firstly ask yourself, as I chat through these things, what will work best for me and how will it benefit me? As I am very aware that everyone's mornings may differ, and this may change a little bit to obviously compensate each individual person. We want a morning routine that excites us, gets us up and going for the day. For me, I know I have my morning coffee, and that excites me a lot. I also always make sure I get some nice fresh air or steps done first thing in the morning and before my coffee, as the hardest things always come first. So, step number one, plan ahead of time. What's actually happening that day and planning ahead the night before? How are you meant to succeed if you haven't a plan in place? If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail, and nobody wants that. I know how my day's going to look the first hour of me being awake. I plan it out and I feel so much more ready and prepared. It's something so simple and so easy, yet so beneficial. Oh, and if you plan, you actually need to execute those plans as well. That's the rules. I don't make them. Number two, are you waking up with your alarm clock or are you pressing snooze? Stop pressing that snooze button. Get up with the alarm, and when it rings, you set that alarm as a promise to yourself. The night before, you told yourself you were going to wake up at that time by setting it. So stop breaking that promise that you had already made to yourself. A rule of mine in the mornings is the 3, 2, 1 move. I legit count down in my head 3, 2, 1, and I have to get up as soon as I hit that number. Because come on, we all know we have to do it when we hit 1. But not only that, it is a countdown to my brain telling me that I have to get up and is making me make that choice. But snoozing your alarm is setting yourself up for failure in your day. The first thing you do is break a promise to yourself. We do not want that. We do not break promises. We show up for ourselves. Number 3, don't use your phone alarm. Use a watch or an actual alarm clock itself. You do not want to be turning your alarm off on your phone and seeing all of these notifications popping up at you. You do not want to start the day with messages and alerts, as it's only going to send alerts to you of panic and anxiety. Number 4, stop looking at your phone first thing. So this ties in well. Do what you need to do first. Stop sitting on your phone and neglecting what needs to be done. Your phone is such a distraction, but also it's such an alert system to your nervous system when seeing your phone, messages, problems, or social media pop up. We don't want your calmness disrupted first thing in the morning. We want to come into the day with ease. And your phone is the opposite of this. So take some time for yourself before giving your energy to the rest of the world. Number 5, wake up 20 minutes earlier. I cannot stress this enough. If you have to wake up at 6:30, then wake up at 6:10. If you have to wake up at 8, then wake up at 7:40. You want to take time to actually unwind and feel awake. You also want to take some time to yourself before starting your day and doing things on other people's times and calendar. The first 20 minutes of my day is used getting out to some air and getting steps in. This sets me up for the day and sets me up for work. I want to feel my best self and ready. So why wouldn't I do these things? It doesn't have to be a walk. If you are restricted to the house, it could be to read a book, listen to a podcast, meditate, do a light home workout or stretch, or a YouTube class. You could even spend those 20 minutes meal prepping for the day ahead. But something that will help you in the morning to feel good and fill up your own cup first. That always comes first. You cannot fill up other people's cups if yours is empty. So this rule is extremely important, and we call this the 20-minute rule. Give yourself 20 minutes first thing in the morning to just do you. Number 6, stop rushing. This will go in line with the last one as well. We want to give ourselves time in the morning waking up. We don't want to wake up with 5 minutes to do everything and setting ourselves up for failure. You probably won't eat breakfast if you're waking up late. Probably won't make lunch either. Your nervous system is triggered, and your whole day will be based on the fact that your morning didn't really go as needed or as planned, and everything felt rushed. Your whole day will feel a little bit more flustered than usual. It can also lead to then making bad decisions, making decisions off fatigue and actual flustered mindset, and decisions that you don't want to make in general. These decisions probably won't line up with your goals and the person that you actually want to build. Number 7, set out your workout clothes or whatever clothes are needed to do the thing you said you were going to do. For me, I get up first thing and make sure to get some steps in and get out for a walk in the morning. Steps is a tough one for me, so I get some in first thing so I'm not leaving them all to the end of the day. So I leave out a set of clothing ready for me, so it's easy for me to just get up, get dressed, and go. I don't trip over my own thoughts or excuses. I lay them out, they're ready for me, and it's needed for me to get up and to go. So make sure you are leaving out the clothing that is needed to make those good decisions in the morning. So you don't have any excuses. You're just ready. 8, make sure you are hydrating yourself. Drink water before anything else in the morning. Some electrolytes also in that water would be amazing, queens. Don't have caffeine as soon as you open your eyes. Have it an hour or so after waking up, and have some water first. You do not want your nervous system spiraling and to be dehydrated before the day even starts. Start with 500 milliliters, even a liter of water before anything else in the morning. Line your stomach with the good stuff first. Hydrate before you caffeinate. If you do want to slowly come off that caffeine intake as well, I would opt to swap out your coffee in the morning for maybe some green tea or peppermint tea. It is hard to go cold turkey when you're trying to cut out coffee, but substituting for something a little bit better could definitely work. Number 9, put your alarm further away from you. If you find waking up such a fucking chore in the morning and you do genuinely keep pressing snooze or falling back asleep, put your alarm clock far away. Do not have it at arm's reach. So you physically have to get up to turn it off, and hey presto, you're vertical, you're up, you're moving. This tip genuinely changed my life. I was such a snoozer for so long. I'd always snooze my alarm and I would just sleep for as long as I wished. And that always just set me up for wrong decisions in the day. Once I actually start keeping my promises to myself, getting up when my alarm went off and not snoozing every single morning, I felt so much better and so much more confident in the decisions I was making. So, if it is an actual problem where you're snoozing a lot and you keep pressing that alarm button off, then make sure it's further away so you actually have to get up in the morning and then you're up and ready to go. Here are some more simple tips that genuinely help me when it comes to my morning routine. If the sun and sky is awake in the morning, amazing. We want to get up and we want to get out there. We want some fresh air and we want to start the rhythm of the day off right. It also means you can defrost a little bit easier. Getting out and getting the body moving is an amazing way to wake up. Sometimes waking the mind and body up can be tough, but it's an amazing way to start your day. In the mornings, it's also great to set yourself up and your intentions for the day. Maybe reading a few pages of a book, listening to a podcast, or journaling and meditating. Something small that can genuinely help you and your mind. Something that you enjoy and helps you get ready and to feel good. Take some time to do these things in the morning before the rush of the world begins. I know myself, when I wake up, rushing and needing to do a million things at once feels awful, and I feel on edge for the rest of the day. So, waking up 20 to 30 minutes earlier is such a game changer for me, as I mentioned above in our tips. Waking up 20 to 30 minutes earlier can really set you out on the right steps for the day ahead. Another small thing that you can incorporate into your mornings is if you are someone struggling with a negative mindset or a negative outlook, is practicing gratitude. And know some of you might be thinking, okay, here we go again. But I do promise you it works. And it allows you to start the day on a positive note and showing up for yourself and showing yourself how grateful you are, even in the smallest of things. In the mornings, I sit and think, or write, or say 3 things I'm grateful for. These things literally might be as simple as my sip of coffee in the morning, my job and amazing clients, my morning movement, and just simply being able to exercise or walk. They can be so simple, but they are things that you are grateful for, and that is the point of it. There are so many beautiful things in life to look forward to and to be grateful for in the mornings. Everyone's morning routine may look different. Of course, everyone's life is also completely different, but we can improve it and we can absolutely incorporate small things in one step at a time to actually improve the day ahead. You don't have to do everything at once. Just one simple step and one small thing can help you get that right foot forward in the morning. I promise doing these little things, or even just doing one of them, will help you for your day ahead. These things and these little tips genuinely changed my life, changed my habits, and changed my day-to-day routines. Your morning routine is so beneficial. It genuinely sets you up for the day ahead, and every day of the week accumulates as we start to build and progress on creating the best version of ourselves possible. And hey, I've been in your shoes. I promise you that. So I honestly do understand how beneficial some of these tips, tricks, and advice can be to leading you to set up your day successfully. I will never forget being world's #1 top snoozer. So I think my favorite tip of them all is genuinely keeping that promise to yourself of waking up to your alarm and getting up when is needed. I will never forget starting my days off rushed, filled with anxiety, feeling on edge, and just not feeling good when the day kind of came around. Now I set my day up and I make sure that my morning routine is executed in a way that benefits me as much as possible. I promise you that these things help. The smallest of tips you can incorporate into your morning right here today or even starting tomorrow. Please always let me know if there's anything that you want to chat about on this, or if there's anything else that I can help you with. But for now, I promise these small things will help you. So take the help, make the change, and see your day grow and get better in the most beneficial and successful of ways. Your morning routine is #1. It is what sets you up for the day and for all of the weeks ahead. And as always, thank you for being here and listening along. I always love these little mini blitz episodes. We can take so much helpful little tips and information from them. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and follow along, as I love seeing you all. And I love knowing and showing you all how grateful I am. I absolutely love these episodes and just getting straight to the point. I look forward to chatting to you all soon, Queens, and I hope you all can take at least one thing from this episode that helps you all moving forward.